This might be the video where my credibility for talking about movies goes out the window because I have a hot take about shark movies, and it's that I don't really care for Jaws. I get why people love it so much. It never did it for me. And now, recently, just let you mull in that for a second. I have seen Meg 2, The Trench. I haven't really gotten a chance to talk about this kind of movie on this channel yet, but if I had to change everything and make a brand new YouTube channel and start from scratch, I'm pretty sure most of what I talk about would be like B-level creature features, like one that you would find on like VHS back in the 90s. Like, I love that kind of stuff. As a more recent example, I was practically doing backflips when it was announced that Tommy Wiseau of The Room fame, he is doing another movie, his second movie after 20 odd years, and it's a big dumb shark movie literally called Big Shark. Like, that is unironically one of my most anticipated movies right now. I don't know when it's coming out. And even then, I still love, like, big, dumb, and loud movies. Even though I do like to, like, give the highlight to, like, you know, like, the sophisticated, quote-unquote movies, I love a big, dumb movie. Like, one of my guilty pleasure movies is San Andreas with The Rock. Is it an incredible movie? No. But it is real damn fun to watch. The first Meg movie is in that category for me, and I just love a good, dumb shark movie. Like, full stop. I could have said that for like, I don't know, God knows how long, a minute and a half, and here I am still talking about it. So it's no surprise that Meg 2 is definitely up on my watch list, mainly because I do like the director of this, Ben Wheatley. I've only seen one of his movies, and it's Free Fire. You can look that up. I think that is a fantastic little indie movie. And yeah, just when you look at the poster, when you see the trailer, because they were playing this trailer with a lot of different movies when I was going to the theater, and just knowing what you're getting into with this is just, it's a big shark movie. That's really it. It's actually to the point now where this has like an $130 million budget, which isn't that bad, but I could unironically say this has some of the best visual effects in a movie this year so far, and I'm not joking. Seriously, this feels like one of those 90s creature features that has a massive budget, somehow looks incredible, and also just even keeping it in line of those other sci-fi original movies. There is a glaring continuity error in this that is very funny, but I'm not going to spoil what it is if you catch it. Now, you might be asking, what is the story of this movie? What's going on in here? There are 3 big sharks. There's also an octopus, too. That's really all you need to know. Well, other than Jason Statham has to come back 5 years after the first one and take him down again. I'm not sitting here saying that this is a writing masterclass or even an acting masterclass. Jason Statham always gets the job done for me. But everyone else, even Cliff Curtis, who I enjoy as an actor, doesn't really, like, they don't have a bunch to chew on, pun not intended, but worked out beautifully. Do I have to talk about, like, the writing and the acting in this? Because it's fine. Like, it's better than those sci-fi original movies, but I don't know, it's not much else. I will add this, though. Some of the reviews that I have seen of this movie, I have said that it's a disappointing movie mainly because a lot of the Meg stuff is in, like, the last act of the movie, like, mainly the last 30 minutes, which, admittedly, that is the best part of the movie. Everything with the Meg is closer to the end, but yeah, it's the best part of the movie, just because of how ridiculous it is, and I love it for that. But also, I particularly love the scene where they're walking the floor of the trench in these suits, and they can't be discovered by any of the wildlife down there. And I think that was actually a pretty tense scene that really worked. What ultimately made the Meg 2, The Trench, work, or what made it work for me was it wasn't taking itself too seriously. Something that I think the first one kind of did in the way that it was taking itself seriously. You had that Rainn Wilson CEO character that just felt like a parody of like other billionaire CEOs, where there's nothing like that in here. It's just they know it's a big dumb movie. Like everyone involved knows it's a big dumb movie, and they have fun with it. And I really appreciate that about a movie of this scale. So yeah, I guess that's my thoughts on Meg 2. This was exactly what the trailers are advertising. This is a big, dumb shark movie, something that would have come out of like a sci-fi original movie. Like, you remember Sharknado? I am in the camp where I recognize that Sharknado isn't that great, but it has this weird charm to it that I undeniably love. I don't think that the other ones have that same kind of charm. But take that charm that Sharknado has, put Jason Statham in it, and give it a massive, not a massive, but a big Hollywood budget that actually uses that budget pretty well. And you have Meg 2, The Trench. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. If those sci-fi original movies or that weird movie you find on Hulu, like that doesn't have a massive budget but is a little funny in a weird way, if that kind of movie is up your alley, you are gonna love Meg 2, The Trench. I think this was a nice surprise in terms of, you know, debuting at 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, which was heartbreaking when I saw it. But either way, I had fun with this. Alright, what did you think of the Meg 2 if you've seen it? Apparently, when I've been looking at the box office for this, apparently it's going to make back its budget this weekend. So, people are actually seeing it on top of that. So, I think that's pretty cool. Either way, if you have seen the Meg 2, let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. See ya!